And we're off. All right. So welcome back. Let me go ahead and update the Twitch title to be appropriate so we aren't lying to everyone. The lobby will open momentarily, and then come one, come all. Early access does not mean free from criticism. Yes, that is true. I don't want to speak too harshly about the previous game because it's, you know, it's early access. It's a work in progress. It's just not in a state that I find particularly enjoyable at this point in time. It's just, it isn't there yet. And I say that knowing that a lot of the things that I mentioned, like, they could be fixed real easy, or at least simply. So like I really don't have any doubts that it'll be fine. Just not yet. So we'll come back to that at another time. Simply not right now. All right, let's go. I'm surprised I don't play Age of Empires. Well, I don't play Age of Empires 3 because... It's actually a good question. Why don't I play Age of Empires 3? I guess it's just kind of old. I haven't played Age of Empires 3 in a long time. I enjoyed it a lot, but the reason I stopped playing Age of Empires 3 was because at the time, because I played it on release, I played it all the way through all of its DLCs, and I want to consider it to be an abusive relationship. The balance of that was very much so, we are going to release something new. It's going to be overpowered, and there's no reason to use anything but the new thing for 6 months, a year, until we add the new thing. It wasn't until after they went through all their DLCs and everything that they actually doubled down and fixed it to make it worth playing the content they released previously. And by that time, you know, 4 years had passed and I just had better things to do with my life. So I could go back and play it. It wouldn't be a terrible idea, but at this point, Age of Empires 4 exists, and we all know why we don't play Age of Empires 4. That one's been beat to death. I feel I do not need to comment more about it. Just beating a dead horse. Alright, so it looks like we've got just about a full lobby here, so come one, come all, lobby's open, time to do this. That's half. The other half is actually acknowledging, committing to fixing issues. I've seen, like, checking on the patch notes of previous game. Like, they're working on it. Like, I have no reason to doubt them. Hey, when the game released, it didn't even have multiplayer. This is the first week of multiplayer release, so I can't be too harsh on them, you know. Clearly, the game is not great in the multiplayer setting, but it's literally been out for, what, a week and a half? Of course, the previous game was more, you know, early access by definition only, because if they wanted to do a non-early access release and sell it as a game, it's not near there. It reeks of attempting to get money from players for the development process as opposed to selling a product, but nevertheless. Hello there, Noob Destroyer. Welcome to the chat. Glad you enjoy. But yeah, just playing the game in its current state in multiplayer just feels like an exercise in frustration, so I'm just going to not do that. And we'll go back to a game like FORTS, because FORTS is a good game. this. Excellent. Yeah, so this is all mine. I just have to... This is going to be a... this map is going to be madness, is what this is. Alright. We are Eagle Eye, unfortunately. Someone has elected to choose that commander, which is questionable. But alas, here we are. Keybind reveal when? We have a command for keybinds. You are welcome to use it to your heart's content. I think the only RTS you've never seen me touch is Age 2. Yeah, actually, I think that's the only one I haven't touched recently. It was a good game. I played it a lot. I played more of the Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds than I did Age of Empires 2. Fundamentally the same game. One is clearly a ripoff of the other. But I just preferred the Star Wars theming. Because Star Wars. Keybind. I forget what the actual command is for the FORTS keybinds. How many hours do you have in FORTS? Oh, it's a lot. Does anyone happen to remember the keybind command for FORTS? I think it's exclamation point fort HSK. Let me go ahead and copy that over for you. There you go. I do actually have a couple other commands. Did I not get the... Oh my god. Huh. I found the player who's going for Eagle Eye. He's actually doing Eagle Eye stuff. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Forts... That's the default... That's the default hotkeys. That's not my hotkeys. I was like, wait a minute. Why do you have double doors instead of full doors? In part for cost, in part... There's a few reasons. It's the most significant reason is cost. This costs about half the cost of doing a full double door. So that's always a good time. Don't have to spend the money on it when I could just not. You know, hard walling or defenses is perfectly functional. So what I'm going to do is not build here because this dude's building his cannon in front of his defense. Alright, that's going to be a problem. For him. Mostly. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so I suppose I shall be building my weaponry elsewhere. I guess we'll live with this one for now. Cannon time. Hey, there's the command. Thank you, Romero. I like how one of those got replaced with an emote. Okay. Alright, let's get some damage done here. This is not going to do much, but it's well aimed. Immediately immediately the energy shield comes online, so see that coming. Hit teammate. Understandable. Alright, what happened up here? Teammate lost something of value, it would seem. Splash damage into my core. Nothing of value was lost. Stop the wobble. Okay. Metal, please. Metal in all fields. The splash damage is largely inconsequential at this point. However, getting hit by 4 cannons is not something I was ever going to be able to defend against. So that's just kind of unfortunate for me. Is that... Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any economy commander or way of coming back. So, yikes. Let me... Huh. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, that was inevitable. Maybe getting targeted somewhat here. I am become Team Tank once more. Could have seen that one coming. Alright. That's a good return to sender. Good. Alright. I'm aware that I have a laser. I am not using it with a purpose. Okay. Group teammate. Be missed. Okay. All right. Alright, found the one energy shield he's got. Good to know. Can I refit this? I need to get this guy going. Preferably over here. Alright, how do I... God, he's got so much. He's dead, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Tried so hard, got so far. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, this is my life for the foreseeable future. This is why we rebuild elsewhere. Just like a chance. We hold. Rip Snipey. We missed. Okay. Oh, you got it. Okay, how far? Too far. You good? No, no we're not. Oh, you don't have weapons. Okay. To be fair, I don't currently have weapons. That's been a problem for a hot moment now. Okay, and he collapses. Okay, well, now the solution to that is no weapons, no tech. Here we go. Why can't I undo this? Okay. Goodbye, cruel world. Alright! We'll try that again. What are the bottom two on my team doing? Well, the bottom player was going for an Eagle Eye Rush, which was extraordinarily sadness for the team. That doesn't work in a 4v4 unless everyone is doing it. And only one player got with the picture. I assume the one person who requested it. So they were not an efficient part of the team. But we'll go ahead and try it again on a different map. Let us go. I have the urge to do the pen swing, but I don't remember how to do it. And that makes me sad. Okay. We're going to learn to do the pen swing after this. I suppose it means spam lead rush. I don't know what that means. So solid maybe. Definitely a solid maybe. Teammates are the worst enemies, or no? It is. I mean, not everyone's going to be good at the video game. You can't be upset with people for not being good at the video game. What's an Eagle Eye Rush? An Eagle Eye rush is a rush that utilizes the strengths of the Eagle Eye commander. There's a few different options. Most of them are mass minigun with AP sniper of some form. It's a strategy that only works as strong with Eagle Eye, and there's no other reason to choose Eagle Eye, really. So you choose Eagle Eye, you go mass minigun or whichever similar variant, and then you win by rushing down the opponents. That's what happens. But because you're going for mass minigun or some similar, it is all a pressure-based attack. So the moment that the pressure is off the opponents is the moment that the opponents are able to recover. So what you do is you have everyone go for Eagle Eye, or you have everyone go for miniguns or that early game pressure, and then you win. And if somebody doesn't, then it's a 3 versus 4, and you don't win. So, you know what happened that last round? Only one person went for Eagle Eye and the minigun rush. So it's a guaranteed lose, is what happens there. Which is why you generally don't see that commander chosen outside of a tournament or some special interaction. Because if everyone isn't on the same page, you lose the game. That's just kind of how that works. Then what the guy below me was doing? Probably reading what the controls are and how to play the game. Which is not an uncommon experience in multiplayer. We're not playing ranked. We're playing just an open lobby where anyone can come and join. Kind of have to expect that people who come and join aren't going to be playing ranked. That's par for the course. This is why we build these defenses here. So when the laser beams come for us and the cannons, we're good to go. I've kind of shied away from getting the pre-5 minute, pre-cannon o'clock cannons in larger matches. Not that this is a recent thing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. And I do so because I'm kind of expected to remove every player in the enemy team, or none of the players in the enemy team are removed. You were trying to do the Eagle Eye and failing miserably since he was the commander. So, were you bottom, the one doing the Eagle Eye? Because you were the only one doing it, which means if you didn't choose it, then whoever chose Eagle Eye didn't even use Eagle Eye, which is horrifying to think about. It's like picking Zerg then complaining when you don't have Protoss units, and trying to figure out how to get back to having Protoss units while playing Zerg. Oh no. A little high. Both cannons to be available. Alright, teammate having a rough issue. Solid hit. Aim lower. There we go. hit here. Can't tell that it did touch my core. Okay. One and two. Almost got it. Let's get a little more of this going. Someone just lost a lot. You. Okay. Oh, it was me. Let's do this. How close? Oof. Door snipe? Oh. That's, Did I not cross brace? Oh, I didn't cross brace that, so it fell. Okay. That's, understandable. Okay. That's close. Very close. Well, I'm basically out of this running, and that's on me. Alright. Let's go. Just hard wall things because clearly not going to be using it for a hot second. I have half a mind. Let's delete this brace here. Thank you. If it's blinking at red, delete it before you're dead. Can't have red blinky struts here now, can we? Terrifying amounts of damage. Okay. Can't build that way anymore. Please don't explode on me. Okay. Oh, rip up good center. You missed. That also means I'm next. Very likely. Or they're going to focus fire someone else. Also means I'm next, very likely. I cannot do that. It's not a functional solution to this. Am I last up alive? Almost. Didn't get the door snipe. This won't actually save me from death here. They're just going to shoot me. And just shoot me where the portals aren't. That's going to be the end of it. Nice hit. So you gonna do it? That should be his cue to fire, yeah? Do it. Do it. Do it. Is that not a cannon? That's a cannon. Why aren't you firing it? Alright, fine. I'll fire. Almost got it. Oh. They are digging all the way through, aren't they? Well, it was nice having a teammate. He's not going to live for very long, it would seem. It just fired. Yeah, there it goes. So, it's now a 1v4, and I don't have things to shoot back with, realistically. I got the snipe. That's cool, that's cool. That's, not a whole lot else going on here, it would seem. Which is kind of expected, given the context. No. That would be a mistake. Alright, he's getting anti-portal loadout here. That was the best case scenario for me. I'm going to say that right now. That's not the best case scenario for me, but about what I expected. Just pass through the base. I'm okay with this. I can't aim higher, so once that hits, that hits. That's what we call pain. And a lot of it. Oh, I got one of the cannons. That's cool. Is this it? Nope. I live. Almost got it. Nope, we missed. That one tiny portal, MVP. Ooh. So much EMP. This needs to go here. All right. Ooh, catastrophic damage. Kind of surprised I'm still alive. I'm very surprised I'm still alive. Alright. Retaliating kinds. I damaged it. I hit it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Is it 1v4 winnable at all without all four falling asleep? No. Not really. That is what it is. Well, that was one-sided. I did enjoy that, though. All right. How about some wingman? I held a long time. I did. I enjoy doing that long hold kind of stuff. It's I find it fun. Believe it's pronounced fork knife. Hey. Ready. Let's go. Oh, I said I was going to reel in the pen swing. I didn't. We'll do that, and then we'll do that in new lobby. Anyways, it's probably a better option. Okay. Yeah. They lowered the wind floor on vanilla, but not on wingman. Did they? How do you turn any salad into a Caesar salad? You stab it. Hey! Where's math puns when you need them? Or Travis? Did someone say pun war? What am I doing? I've been trying out this style recently. I'm not sure I like it, but it works well in 4v4s because it's quite. Oh, I see. It works well in 4v4s because it's extra thick. All right. The question then is, so they're going for a greedy build with that. I can tell because they're selling things off. So I need to have a position here to have my heavier weapons built like so. Oh, I missed. Okay. Can I stop the wobble from getting worse? Alright, he's got himself a door. That's fair. Excellent. Not high enough. Didn't build this, it's a problem. Sitting here messing up my build. Okay. And give me something to play with. Problem I'm going to have is I am notably delayed on these things, so I was wondering how close I was. Oh, that was close. I was like, can I get one more brace? The answer is no. No, I can't get one more brace. Okay. That's on me. Oh, gosh. Switch from Dune to Forts. Yes, yes. I encountered a fair amount. I don't want to call it bugs so much as lack of development. And wasn't willing to put up with it. Wasn't willing to try to mitigate the madness. Flew too close to the sun. I know. It was a risk. A calculated risk. Boy, sometimes I can mess up my math. Not like me at all, they just collapse. I haven't done that in... God, it has been a long time. It's been a very long time. Game-breaking features? It's not game-breaking, it's just unfun. So there's a couple issues. I guess I can enumerate them just to go over it. There's the biggest unfun mechanic is the worm. Not that the worm is inherently a bad idea, but as it stands, there's no counterplay to the worm. It's the only reliable way to not lose the match or to be significantly hindered by the worm is to uninstall the game, because there is no, and it pains me to say that, it sounds dramatic, but there is no player interactivity with it. There's nothing you can do to not get eaten, to not have your army eaten by the worm. There's nothing you can do to save your harvesters from the worm. So there's just, sometimes RNG just dictates that you're going to lose the game for reasons completely and entirely outside of your control. So therefore, the only control you have is to not play, which is what I've elected to do. But that's not the only thing that's gotten me. What I found as similarly as frustrating is that it's incredibly difficult to micro. It has a lot of issues where the hitboxes on units are huge and like over-encompassing. Trying to micro near a village is near impossible because what is it? The village hitbox and the large structure hitboxes are almost as large as the territory, so clicking outside of the village but within the territory tells your units to move command to the village as opposed to on the unit in which you were physically hovering over when you clicked the attack command. Similar issues with the microing of units, where every unit has a large icon over the top telling you what the unit is, because, you know, the units are all homogeneous, so you can't really tell what the units are without, like, being omega levels of zoomed in or without looking at the icons. But again, those icons have large hitboxes, so if you stack your units together, then attempting to micro them becomes effectively impossible, because you can't click on anything so whatever the topmost icon is in the stack, which defeats the purpose of, you know, the rock paper scissors kind of interactions that you have with your units. So that's a similarly frustrating experience, and it makes it so for a lot of factions which will have to rely on micro, let's say the Fremen's, for example, Smugglers is another one. having to micro your units is just not a thing. At least not until they resolve that. The worm, I imagine they could resolve quite quickly. The UI, I know they're working on. They added a different UI, which removes all the icons, so you can do all of the micro. Unfortunately, it also removes all the icons, so now you can't see your units anymore. Which fixes one of the problems, it creates another. So, like, I have hope that they'll continue working. I have high hopes, and I have no reason to doubt that they'll continue working on it and progress will be made. It's just, I think, not in a condition that's worth playing right now, so. Not in multiplayer setting, I should say. Unless you're just planning on playing Harkin and not microwing and aim moving to victory. And then never watching the fight, and then never having to worry about the worm because you sit back and you don't have to ever move your units ever. I guess you still have to get them your harvesters insta worm, but if Team 2 focused, they could have won right there. Oh yeah. If Team 1 built weapons that weren't behind single doors, we could have been alive too. If I didn't collapse myself, we would have been in a much better position too. Cool stream needs more Dune RTS. It's such a fun idea. Like I love the idea of a 4X RTS. It's just not at a place that I think I'm willing to continue playing it at this point in time. Hey Travis, we were just talking about you. I think I saw on the Discord that they were doing a tournament for it this weekend as well, which is, I can't imagine that going well. I can't imagine that going well at all. Try Solaris again. When I said 4X, a good 4X, I didn't mean one that takes 2 weeks to play. So, that's what I like about Dune the most. It is an actual 4X style game, but doesn't take 2 weeks to play. Like, I could play a game, like a full game, in 2 hours. And probably a little bit more depending on context. Oh, the destruction. With that, only 2 players remain. If it takes 2 weeks to finish a game of Solaris, you're either playing potato or have wrong settings, or have 4 players in game. Can I get a face cam? I have a face cam. You can play Star Sector again. I'm tempted. God, every time... Oh... I don't want to have to mod Star Sector myself to make content on it. But it's got such a good combat system. Like, is a good game. More StarCraft 2. That'll be this Saturday. I could actually take the opportunity to start the countdown. What I think about Escape from Tarkov? It's a game. That was a beautiful return to sender. Right through the tiny door from which it was sent. Escape from Tarkov, I don't know. It's okay as a game. I'm just not super into the I'm not super into the style of game that it is. It's very much so a player hunter simulator where you're penalized for doing things that aren't sitting in the same spot for 4 hours at a time and sniping every player that comes around or a select subset of them. If I wanted to play IRL Sniper Simulator, I could go out to the local airbase and play like Op4 or Milsim. Like that's not... I'm not super keen to do that in a video game. It's just not really my thing. Like, I was looking into Escape from Starkov. What was the name? Cycle Frontiers. Same kind of concept. I like that the Cycle Frontier had some more PvE focus. Like, there's actually like almost like a living world that you can go and do and interact with. But at the end, it's still if you want to actually gear from players, most of the time, you can, like, the best way to do it is to play player hunter, like sniper, like actual sniper player hunter, not just, oh, let me get a bolt action and use it, sit somewhere and camp. No. It's, I'm going to sit somewhere and observe and make sure that enemies can walk into my space without triggering their senses that I'm here, and I can get a drop on them in the 3-second interval I have where there's no cover on them, and I can down them before they have any interaction with me. Like an actual sniper where you're probably sitting around with a higher DPS weapon than whatever bolt action is in the game, something like an auto rifle, and sit down and just spend 2-3 hours and hunting human players. Super not into that gameplay. Like, I get it. Not into it. Alright. I'm going to try doing this without looking it up once. I believe I did this, if I recall correctly. Pen swing. I did get it. Alright. Nailed it. Try it again. So this time on an actual build, you do this like so. We start this guy going, just pick one, doesn't matter. And we do, once that's going, we sell this, like so. Like so. Typically, you would do this to keep yourself safe, and then you go like so. You got yourself a swing. Because I'm in sandbox, I'm going to abuse this guy. Come on, collect. Going to take advantage of... Recollect, thank you. Alright, much better. Curious, this might explode. Looks like it won't explode, but it might explode. Alright, nice. Alright. That's acceptable. We'll do we'll do proper tier 2 tech, I think, before going on. So let's actually take off infinite resources. We think he's always annoying at pens. A little bit. Let's just delete that. I don't need to replace. Is this even worth it? Depends on the context. And it really does depend on what you're trying to do. I can also do the 4 longs here with this. When people ask how do you get good at forts, this is the kind of practice, a big part of it. It's like 90% of it. Even if I'm doing something that's silly in most instances. I like how I've just turned this whole thing into like a cross-brace city. Alright, so now all I have to do is... Because here we're a minute and 20 into the match. And then delete. Ooh. There we go. I still like deleting this first just to get rid of some of the deformation that's inevitable in it. And there we go. Excellent. And we got 4 longs already set up, which makes me happy. So I can just do this. Alright. Of course, on this map, that'll work out so well because of the elevation of this turbine placement. But I need mines. I actually needed mines before I needed those turbines. And not getting those mines is going to bring me behind cannon o'clock. So I didn't implement this perfectly. Or close to perfectly. But good. I'm satisfied. So I didn't forget. I was just not confident. This is 4-player. That seems kind of inconvenient. Is there a mod where you can only see your background bracing? Where you can only see your background bracing. That I don't know what you're describing. I do not understand the sentence. You updated the mod recently? Oh, interesting. Okay. You unironically always thought 4 longs were too long? Oh no. How is it going over the pond? It's going quite well. I'm enjoying myself. How would that be a good thing only? The amount of modded madness, I'm sure there's someone somewhere that could have a use for any kind of lunacy that you can come up with. I do not doubt it at all. I don't want to call it a mod because I didn't release it or anything, but a number of the things I use for my thumbnails are actually taken from in-game screenshots of me modding the game to have just the only thing visible be the item. Like, say, a cannon where I've replaced every asset in the game with invisibility. So I could take a proper screenshot. That's something I've done. Does that count? Like the underground mode in Cities Skylines. I can't say I'm familiar with that, but chat is saying the answer to that question is no, so I would have to take their word for it. Keep cam above the waistline, you're fine. Aw, but there's the fun part. I hate... I'm not going... No, we're getting... No. Alright, so from this position... Definitely going for something with an arcing trajectory. We're fine, we're fine. Alright, I'm super tempted to try to replace all of this with 4 longs, but the 2x2s are just good in most content. Oh god, it's the worst. I can't replace that. It's like that forever. Okay. And now we're deformed for no bet. Okay. Gotta love 1 long core brace. Oh god, it hurts my soul. I can actually fit this up here. Nice. It's so vulnerable. Alright, well. Well, that's funny. Everyone's redoing their base so much that the buzzsaw almost eliminated. OCD triggering. Why not use rope? Because then I'm just gonna... Before I kick that off, we're going to get risky. This just has a chance of failing. Just outright. Come on, can do it. Okay. All right. There we go. Whoa! Well. Come on. It would seem I'm having some issues here interacting with the world. Okay, so here we go. Fixed it. So someone say panic attack, because if you thought you were having a nice calming streaming experience, my heart right now is having a fit, and it's not happy with it. So this is still not attached, by the way. Just pointing that out real quick. Okay. I appreciate the opponents not shooting at me, because yikes. Alright. Fixed. So this is why we have to be real careful about fixing things. Because things can get real jank real quick. However, that is about as ideal of a position as it can get. Now, if only I were participating in this experience. A little low. Not convenient timing. Okay. So this is actually a lot more stable now. Manic panic. Can I at +4 energy per second? This is not happening.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Nuclear launch. Why are you like this? Oxygen thief. Coming in with a nuclear launch. At our time of panic and chaos.
Good evening. How'd the Dune stream go?
We learned a lot. It was educational. Suffice it to say, I do not intend on playing Dune in the foreseeable future. Which kind of makes me sad because I was actually enjoyed the single player of the game quite a lot. Can I fire yet? Yes. There's something going on back here, and okay. Door snipe? Not quite. Tiny door, good door. Okay. I need to expand. Time to do that. Almost got it. Can I need to adjust this here, I think. I spent a little bit too long on the core swing, and now I have to spend time and effort on everything else. Which is expected, but painful to have to deal with. Oh, got the door snipe. Okay, that's what I was aiming for. Oh, did it hit full collapse on him? It did. Which is exactly what's going to happen to me if my cannons get shot. Alright. Okay, there's some serious fire beamage going on. Did you guys hear that long burn? Alright, so I need to redo all of this. Excellent, yes. Hey, Saps. You made a new toy? Oh no. What just hit me? I still need to aim higher, which means I have to do some more. Oh, there, Firebird. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I appear to have burst into flame. I also appear to have misjudged something of high importance. I am not safe where once I thought I was. Good news is, I have moved my core, so it is not currently particularly vulnerable. Unfortunately, my literally everything else is. The teammates still alive, or they just want me now? It looks like I made them angry. Oh. Yeah, that's... I don't know what's going on over there, but I definitely made the enemies angry. And they are exacting their vengeance upon me. I did eliminate their friend, so that's perfectly an understandable reaction. Oh boy. They have so much fire.
Everything is on fire.
Yeah, it is.
Fire, fire, fire.
Ooh. Hello there, Oxygen Thief. Welcome back. Oh, the burn. It burns. Okay, well, I should have seen that coming. That's on me. The floor did not solidify in time. Okay. Lucky? Yes, lucky. That is the word of the day in forts. So, teammates are a liability anyway. A lot of times, yeah. But this is fine too. I guess I don't need it anymore. At least not right now. It's not an immediate concern. Howitzer hit did some good damage. You'd love to see it. Alright. Good thing your core decided to move itself a second time. Yeah. I didn't expect it to move a second time, but I can't complain too. Honestly, if it didn't move the second time, I would likely not be in this position. So, I mean... Okay. This should grant me an opportunity to defend reasonably. I hope. Happy little mistakes? Yeah. Was it actually for, we did a family event where we just did Bob Ross based activities. It was a good time. Portal roof. This is the closest to portal roof you're gonna get from me. I was tempted. I thought about it. Thought about it real hard. Okay. Go. Oh, the core is messing that up. Not a surprise. Okay. So this goes here, so it doesn't cause a problem. This goes here because this doesn't explode and I don't have to worry about it. We do this because they're horizontal bracing and I don't have to worry about it. We put this guy here because it doesn't explode and I don't have to worry about it. And then we go here. But how will I attack? By constructing additional pylons. After doing defensive bracing. Alright, so we do this like so. And then we do this. Okay. All right. All right, nice. Now I can do the same thing here again. Solidify everything. There we go. Don't have to worry so much about collapses. This is a vulnerability, kind of. It's not load-bearing. There. Alright. Alright, much better. More battery here, because when one battery goes, they all go. Solid defenses everywhere. And now more cannon-based weaponry. Okay. You'll love to see it. This is not going to let me connect that, is it? There's no way. Alright, well. That's fine. Flynn, you're a horrific monstrosity, that is all. Which one's Flynn? Only the world may never know. Alright, so I'll bring my cannons online about now. Rick Danger Daddy 72. What has happened to my teammates? It's actually, I mean, my teammates are winning. But it's painful. Also, I'm back. You didn't kill me. It was a mistake. I'll make sure of it. There we go. Oh. Oh yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Buzzsaw. It's just Buzzsaw. Always has been. Alright, oh, got it! Alright, let me slap this here. And I've got enough eco to continue expanding. Let me slap it with one of these guys. That... should have considered that. I'm mildly vulnerable. Okay. You should have chosen a practical commander, did you not? Okay, let me do this. Just to stop. Oh, that's right there, Firebird. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not Eagle Eye. I want to snipe it. Yeah, got it. Meh. Okay. I appear to have angered them mildly. Do I play modded forts in some streams? Sometimes. It's not really my thing. I don't find it particularly enjoyable most of the time. But, it happens sometimes, you know? What is that angle? I don't need to enable these. He's not following up. Death from below. Said don't enable these. Yes. Slamming. Oh, he got both of them. The saws are fun. Alright, so this is not as safe from angled shots as I expected, so I'm going to have to consider this. Clean through, re-enable, and the follow-up howitzer. There we go, that's a hit. Oh, you missed! You had one job and you missed. And another one lands, flies, there it is. That's gonna be a clean hit. Kaboom. Alright, I could really use some additional energy income. I'm kind of spending it all on things. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, that's a collapse of his base. The howitzer took his everything out. So with that, the Firebeam player is currently not a threat. So we're going to take advantage of that by opening up all of my energy shields, relying on the anti-cannon projectiles, anti-cannon defenses, and good. Solid hit. Did I hotkey you? I didn't. So aim higher and fire. I think that got warthogged. A beautiful hit. Massive damage. Took out a cannon while I was at it. So this still can't fire high enough to hit that base. I suppose it was never really meant to, but something to consider. Oh no, the cannon took out the howitzer. It's a lot of saws. It is a lot of saws. That's, I don't know what I expected. Welcome to Flint Shadow. Solid hit. Solid hit. Massive damage. Rip Danger Daddy. Oh no, actually he made it back. I think even fired upon... Okay, yeah, they got him. Nice, nice. Flitstake can stop those saws. Maybe. Only one way to find out. You prefer standard 2x2s with internal 4x4s for structural tech? Yeah. That's kind of what I was doing. I was doing the angled 2x2s. So here, let me show you just in Sandbox. I've been playing around with it. I don't... It's kind of expensive and time-consuming, APM-wise, to do. But I can show you how I've been trying to build recently. So instead of this just standard 2x2, I've been doing angled 2x2s, where it's the same... Notice how it's the same foundation pattern? Like we have 2 distance from these, but now there's 3 here. So what I do... block these off. I go up to 4 high here to create these triangles, and now I have these 4 longs in between, just basic triangle pattern. Usually I build the 4 longs first because they're kind of the higher priority for structural integrity, but this is the pattern I've been trying to use recently, and it can continue going. Like I can do the in-between pieces here, and when I go up to do the next wave of this, I now have a new set of 4 longs to work off of, like so here. And so I get this 2x2 grid style pattern where I can still fit, you know, alternating sets of these in the 2x2 grid, but it's made out of 4 longs, which is incredibly strong, and it fits fairly well against the standard vanilla pattern. So if you have a base that you don't have to completely restructure your base to get it. What, above your cannon? Which time? And so look, you can build real tall with this style. Real tall. Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah. As I was coming in at that angle. And I can make it nice and square. Connect all the things. And you can just keep going. So this is what I was building my base out of. So like this was not collapsing in any time frame. Like it was just not happening. Which is nice. That's also partially why I collapsed that one time. I was kind of more accustomed to the strength of this guy. It's like, oh yeah, I can keep building. Nope. Like, it's not even flashing. Not even a little bit red. How tall can he build? Only one way to find out. We're starting to get a little bit of wobble going. Still not flashing. Isn't it great? Imagine rushing this at a pro match. I mean, what you wouldn't do is go this tall. Oh, I missed a layer. That's not ideal. I mean, you wouldn't go this tall, but like, you could absolutely get some height of it. Like, the ideal thing is you start putting your weapons here, like your cannons and such. So you go up to a certain point with this, and then you do your 2.5s where you put you start your cannons and such. But like this, obviously can go very tall. Obviously. Because it's just got 4 longs all the way down. It's a lot of 4 longs. Need to plane. We're getting... I only have 1 tower, okay? Oh, jeez. Now I'm wondering how far I can take this before it collapses. I'm noticing some deformation just because I'm using the grid alignment. And the grid alignment is wobbling a little bit. Nothing too much to be concerned about, but Jesus, it's still not even... oh, good lord. This is gonna collapse to horizontal sway before it collapses to vertical sway. That's what's gonna happen here. Alright, taking off grid alignment. Oh. Oh. That's it. We just broke the momentum barrier that's collapsing. Ah. In comes death. So that's about as tall as it gets. And then it falls horizontally. Bye. So I wasn't kidding when I said it's very strong. It doesn't collapse. You have to do something to it. There we go. Secret to good fort is maximum height. I mean, there it is. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing in these games. And the base is fine. Oh yeah, no, that was never a concern. Like that was never a concern. So I've been working on that, and it isn't that much. It isn't that expensive, but I'm trying it out. Is what I'm doing. Build tall enough fast to drop cannons on the from the enemy on top. Do it again, but metal. Oh no. Alright, let's get it going here. Falcon's Peak. That can't be good. Let's do it. Oh god, no one's played this before. It's probably something very wrong with it. So tall, but why? Forts died of shooting in the natural order. Yeah. No. That isn't intended to go that tall. I was just showing off the build pattern. The build pattern I was using can go that tall. So if the build pattern can go that tall, I never have to worry about collapsing my own fort, because as long as I use the build pattern, there's no amount of weight I can put on it to cause it to collapse, because it will never get to that kind of weight. That's why. Let's go. Obviously, this is not a fort I can do that to. But for most forts, I will be attempting to work on that pattern, build pattern. I don't have a lot of turbine space here. How will the pattern work sideways? It doesn't. And again, gravity doesn't go sideways, so I don't really have to worry about that so much. Typing myself a note. Yes. Tippy tippy tap, get a catalyst. Now I'm gonna have Spamton in my brain now. It's our build with no gravity mod.
Hey you, time to stretch.
Absolutely. The fort already has triangles. Yes, on top of a square pattern. 4v4 Abyss better than this map. Oh my god. 4v4 Abyss, he says. Flynn, why you like this? I've been doing some, just because I like showing off, or doing some more one-legged squats. I should do more of them. I think from this position I go... Oh god. Alright, well, I don't like it, but I'm doing it anyways. This looks pence swingable. I think I will do the 4 longs starting here, just so I have a little bit extra to play with. at least background brace them. Okay. And then from here we do our 2.5s. So I'll have this kind of central area where I can do the extra foundation goodness. And I shouldn't be a little bit behind Canada clock, but not wild and dangerous way. Alright. Incoming. This should just be 4 long into 4 long. Great. Alright, let's go. Floating base rush is funny. It's good fun. It is good fun. Alright, have a good one, Crag. Good luck out there. No Navy guns. In part because I keep forgetting to put them on. That's about it, really. Alright, so still more buzzsaw. Do buzzsaw to worry about. But we're coming up on Canada clock. My first weapon won't be ready for it, but not crazy behind. Just eco first kind of behind. You slept through the Dune stream, how did it go? It's pretty good. I find myself frustrated with the game because it's got some, how do I say, inefficiencies. It's got some more work it needs done on it. Basic control issues, a few mechanics that are unfun to an extremely high degree. Not because that I think the mechanics are bad, they're just in its current design. There's no player interaction with them, so you can't avoid interacting with the objects with the game, but you also can't interact with it, and it's just not an enjoyable mechanic. But it's close though, and I think given time it'll get fixed up. Alright, no door snipe because I'm too slow. But I that's not a new player, that's a name I recognize. That's happens to the best of us. That's swarm missile. Burn. Alright, got him. So that one he was full defended for, except that it's Warthog. Yeah, he called it. Yep. He was like, I'm defended for a laser beam. They can't touch me. Warthog. Surprise. Alright. Burn. And burn. Oh, well. Actually, that was a better shot than I would like to admit, because that's not where I wanted to hit. Alright. And we aim here, and we activate and we fire. Almost. I understand that we lost something of value. Thank you. Alright. I need one more of these, some more of this. Alright, can I punish? It pains me not having anti-air right now. Yes, yes I can. Alright, let's do this, 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 this. Just so I can assist with things. I'm grateful that cannon didn't hit some... Alright, as I was saying. Why do I have to open my mouth? Good things don't happen when I open my mouth. Alright, so this needs to aim slightly further down. Team is already on that process. This needs to aim also slightly further down. Oh! That was nearly a door snipe. Alright. I am prepared. There we go. Alright. Now I need to fire just generally here. He's got another one, or is that... No, that was you. Okay. I was so confused there for a moment. I was like, wait, how? That wasn't him. I will wait until I can fire both. Alright. Let me do this. Nailed it. Background you. None of that for you. Nice tight bracing. Alright. Shut that down real quick. Good, good. Can I take advantage of... Yeah, let's just penetrate a little bit deep up there. Let me start working on this guy. This is not a good place for this technology. This is the worst place for it, but... This is the life I have decided to live. Okay, so lower. See if I can do this before it activates. Nope. Alright. That's unfortunate. How about I do this? And this. Nope, this is in the way. This. There we go. Alright, can I go to his core? That's not where his core is. That is where his core is. So we're gonna miss. Okay. Great, great. Okay. Hard block. We can get these going. So slightly lower. Also slightly lower. There we go. So bottom player, or their second bottom player, is going to have a heyday with all the eco in the world. We need to do something about that. That's not acceptable on as a long-term scenario. Please make... No, okay. Don't know what I expected. this slightly lower. There we go. At least deny it. Good news is, off of this style, when you take a hit, you don't suffer deformation basically at all. So, that's one thing I'm liking out of this. Let's, hey, that worked better than I expected. The AA, it comes. Okay. And he's opened that energy shield there. I don't know what's there, but it's dead now. It was a cannon! Oh ho 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 ho! That worked way better than I could have ever hoped. And I got his AA. I definitely didn't shut down that energy shield. But I probably shut down this one and slid that out. I did. So aim a little bit lower then. That came from over here. Okay. We'll have both lasers online soon. It looks like our opponent here is... Oh my gosh, he's dying to his own... No one did any damage to his core directly. It all went down to his cannons collapsing upon him. Alright, so slam this. Alright, so... Does that... Is he going to be able to reconnect to that? Because if he's not able to reconnect to that, I don't have to worry about gunning it down. Nope, he's done. Alright. Nice. Death by laser. Excellent. Why didn't I drop the bottom from Moriko? Was I missing something? Oh. I could have. It's painful to do that if you don't have something. Like, this player already had a base built up to connect to. I don't. That would put a lot of weight on me. That's very difficult to do without causing more problems. If I didn't open my mouth, my foot wouldn't fit. That's true. That is true. I've been, doing some deep cleaning throughout the house the past yesterday. It's just very good. Very satisfying. And I've been enjoying it. I have a lot of space. I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna put a couch there. Because I can. Do it. No. Let's go. I've also been looking into doing some voice acting work. What are my favorite weapons to play? Oh, this is one where high seas is actually a lot of really good. Told you that. Surprise. Favorite weapons to play. I tend to prefer the cannon weapons. I do tend to prefer the cannon weapons. Oh, jeez, this map, or this position. Okay, let's go. I'm not building tall, I don't care. This was a mistake. This is just a mistake. It hurts me, but that's a mistake. The Zerg Hacks videos have been played again. I am so not interested in Zerg Hacks. Like, it's one thing to say, oh, Incursus, I haven't seen you play this game in a long time, and most of the time the reason I haven't is just because I have so much other stuff to do. Zerg Hex I'm like actively avoiding. I think that's the only game, well, I guess it's not the only game, but it's one of the few games I actively avoid. Like, I understand why it's fun from a spectator perspective, but as a game, it's just not my thing. It's really not. Free space equals more hobby stuff to clutter. Nah, I'm very much so a minimalist type individual. I don't clutter. Alright, how much cheeky? Okay. It hasn't begun yet. Decide but understandable. Okay, yeah. It is what it is, man. Put a restraining order on it. No. Notice a lot of people played it and burned out hard and now hate it. Yeah, I think it's a good way to put it. Like, the game looks fun, and then you try it and you realize, oh god, what have I done? And then people don't go back to it. That's the story of Zerg Hex. And like some people put a lot of time on it. Like, that's the whole reason I did the whole Python script madness that you guys loved. It's like, oh, come try out the script that's gonna break the meta. It kind of did, but also didn't matter because no one wanted to do anything with it. What are your thoughts on wood spam in this game? It has a use. It has a use. It has a purpose. Just like most things. What about Dungeon Master? Dungeon Master is one that I can't find a game for anymore. I think a lot of people burned out on it, and I don't have a solution. I think I don't. It's just like it is what it is. It's like I can't play it if other people aren't. Because Zerg Hex patches made the game kind of unenjoyable now. That isn't what stopped people from playing the game regularly. I know that it has had a lot of patches, many of which I'm sure anytime you get patches, some people don't like it. Like, that's not, I'm not even questioning. But that isn't what has caused people to stop playing it. At least not the majority. Not by a fairly significant amount. Like, I'm sure what's probably happened is it was pretty okay at some point, and then changes happened, and people didn't like the changes and said, oh, it's worse than what it was. But at some point, like, you gotta ask questions like, what is the game? How does the game fix the problems? And it hasn't fixed a lot of the problems. So it is what it is. Okay. Zoe back in the days. Well, that I can't speak to. Okay, so that's happening. This is happening. This is why we use this. What stopped you from playing was your complete lack of skill. I mean, you won't get it if you don't play. Zerghex looks like it hinged on who the worst players were on the team every time. Yep. Yeah, it did. And that made it hilariously unfun. Because it didn't matter how good you were. It mattered how bad the worst player on your team was. And that is not a good experience. Okay. Okay. I'm going to need this now. Alright. I want to point out, I saw that coming. I knew that was going to happen. I was just taking the bet that it wasn't going to land on my core, because that is something that you could do for the next 100 hours and never have it happen the first time like that. So, yikes. That's all I have to say about it. Unfortunately, it didn't even leave much of my teammate. That was such a clean hit. You, sir, aimed very well. Like, that's why I was building up to deal with the above the turbines. It was like, okay, well, my time is running out. I've got to start protecting against that. And then it just lands the first shot. It's just, it is what it is. I was preparing to do some madness too. Like, this was never gonna work. This was about to get blown away. Oh. Yikes. If only, if only. Is this Forts or football? Not sure if all the throws. I mean, I'm gonna take a, 1 in 100 chance every time. It was a calculated risk, and I was good at math. It just, sometimes you get lucky. In my case, unlucky. Devastating. A small comfort and leaving some small econ for the teammate. I guess. My team looks like they're kitted up to be in a stronger position. I don't know what this player is doing. They've got laser tech, but they aren't using it. This player just revealed this madness. This is not safe, but it's close. This player is not really vulnerable to tier 3s or any of the weapons the enemies are fielding. It's a lot of tier 3. That is a lot of tier 3, yes. Got a very tight base. Very well fired. It's going to do some damage. Assuming he lives long enough to actually fire his shots off, which is not a great assumption at this point. The enemy is firing. This player's... Oh, they're going Nighthawks. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. And they are, well. Okay. There, that commander. I no longer have faith in the remnant of my team winning. Something that Scattershot Commander really doesn't help us with is our tier 3s are now far more inaccurate because that's the passive of Scattershot. So landing shots or reliably aiming at an opponent with tier 3 is just not going to happen. It's already not really possible because tier 3, but especially... Woo! Close. That's so much anti-air. Oh no. There is no world in which opening up that centerpiece is good for us. It's just going to result in death. Because we're going to get slammed by, directional hits. Forward direction hits, that is to say. Alright, here, yep, this is why we don't open the front. Nighthawk incoming. Nighthawk out. Massive damage. Okay. Hello there, Rob, coming in with the support. Thank you, thank you. Deck gun defended the cannon. Or was the cannon defending the deck gun? Hey. Oh, tier 3's sundering our teammates apart. That is so many aircraft-based explosives. Oh no. Well, here comes death, here comes disaster. And the Nighthawk switch. There it goes. Well, he's still got 4 tier 3s in there, so that's cool. Hey, he holds it. Why do you have so little money? Well, but you did lose 3 of your mines. So, not ideal. And that's it. Player eliminated. Okay. That's how that goes. Tier 3 holding on, yes. Yes, it is. Let's do some boat. God, what are the I don't want to do this particular boat. This is better boat. Brutal match? Yeah, that was devastating. Let's go. That was nasty. Yeah, that was a pretty strong match. Pretty strong showing from our opponents. I approve. I appreciate. Alright, nope. We open with this. Could have been bad. Could have been real bad. Now we do this, and then this, and then this, then this, and then this. There we go. Alright, already. Here we go. Give me flak options. Should not have sold that metal. Definitely shouldn't have sold that metal. At least not at that. At least not when I sold that metal. Okay, so what are you going for? And are you going to build up and get in the way of me having any kind of weapon? Because you should, and if you don't, then you're going to put me at a disadvantage. Unless I account for it, at which point you're at a disadvantage for reasons that you just decided to be. Okay. Can actually go pretty far out here. I'm going to take advantage of that. Huh. Feel like I should be getting a ridiculous amount of economy. Because I can. It's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's a lot of space for activities. It's a lot of space for activities. What is it? My my little brother recently installed DCS. I may have to join him on that adventure. Because that just sounds like a great time. Some actual energy-based dogfighting going. Oof. Okay. I would say it'd be like War Thunder, but War Thunder is not quite the caliber of madness you can do. Mostly because DCS is way bigger on the whole jet combat thing. Upgrade you. He's saying that to attract my attention, or attract the attention of anyone who looks at him. I can't. I don't know that I want to. Ah, I see. That's what we're playing today, it would seem. Alright, so we need to get this going so I stop floating. Alright. Floating metal specifically. It's not that bad. It isn't that bad, no. It's just, why are you like this? That's all I have to say on the matter. Alright. Definitely don't want to be going harder into the weapon emplacements for the time being. 39 metal per second. What have I done? Oh no. I have elected not to fire. I could have. Not sure if that was a wise decision or not. I think I'm going to fire next opportunity. It's probably a good idea to fire next opportunity. Good job, team, with the flak. Alright. Let's just chuck this over here, see what happens. They don't have a whole lot of anti-air. Although they're currently in the process of building more anti-air, so... Alright. This is fine too. Solid direct hit. Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you. It seems the opponents are looking to deal with me first, which is understandable. Ow. Okay, what to do now? I should invest into an upgrade center. With this kind of eco opportunity, upgrade center would do great. Is one of these two twin-tailed? It is. Let's upgrade this guy. 1 to 3. I tried. Alright, so we are now the front line team. Okay. This is what death looks like, by the way. A good solid hit. That's not getting rebuilt anytime soon. Alright. Alright, huh. I'm guessing he got door sniped, is what happened there, I imagine. Well, that's convenient for me. I guess probably won't matter, but convenient nonetheless. Yep. Won't matter. This is death. Alright, so there goes my everything of value. I tried. And the 2v4, I don't think there's a whole lot of coming back. The best I can do here is tank and hope team can manage to get some work done. It's only one teammate, and he got some work done. They had more. Nope. Alright. That's a lot of death. Okay. So he took out one player. This does mean that the enemy team is going to be lacking in damage output because two of their bases are relying on ammunition. And ammunition has just been used, so our topmost teammate has the potential to return fire in a significant manner. This is the base that he has to be most afraid of. He needs to remove the cannons here or eliminate the base outright, both of which are probably possible. The deck guns are... He's got 3 triple deck guns. I think this is over. That's going to be too much damage output, I think. Unless he removes someone right now, he's going to end up without the ability to... Oh, massive damage. He got an internal explosion on some of those. Oh, he was saving it for the fire to cook him. I don't think it's going to... It's cooking some things, but it's not going to be enough. No more secondary explosions. The ammunition has not detonated. Get shotguns. I mean, shotguns are good. Problem. Death is coming. Yeah. We tried. I think I probably shouldn't have gone for such late game build order. Like, sure, one of the opponents did the same thing, but they focused us down one by one. And my team, we failed to do the same thing. Although I did get some good damage in. Actually, that was round 3 in this lobby. We got to do a new lobby. New lobby opportunity, so come and join the fun. Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to come and join up. Alright, so which map do we want to do next? Welcome one, welcome all. Let's see. We did Ice Wall. Let's do some high eco madness. Do you hear squirrels? No! You hear ducks because actually we had a giant the flock of geese decided to be outside the window today. Usually they're on the other side of the lake. They decided to come onto this side of the lake, so now there's just a giant flock of geese just hanging out in the backyard. Doing geese things, honking at people. This is what geese do. Time's up, let's do this. Just geese things, yes. Honking. Nibbling at people. That's how they work. Canadian Air Force variety? No. It's the this particular group is the Egyptian geese. I think is what they're called. They're not the white geese or the Canadian geese. Geese reveal. No. Met a swan here a couple weeks back. It's just like big goose is what that guy is. Real big goose. Egyptian geese are the pretty ones. I guess. They're not exactly ugly. Peace was never the option. Not when the goose are around. They're such aggressive creatures. Why are you like this? You're so greedy. I'm being a bit greedy, but oof. You say they won't break it, but they already did. Oh, jeez. Alright, we go up to high econ because that's how that works. Yeah, no, you sold it off because you were greedy and just wasn't expecting them to, or you went team 2. Oh. Yeah, that tracks. Honking air snake. Oh no. Still, one of my favorites are the green herons. They look like they're normal birds, and then they're just giraffes in disguise with wings. That's what they are. And do this. Come on. Alright, fine. Alright, try this again. Thank you. Understanding that this is going to prevent some specific shots that I'm going to want to make in the relatively near future. I will do this and prepare to make those shots soon. Here. To remove this vulnerability. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How much of a catastrophe can I cause here with this first shot? Nothing. Clean over penetration. Okay. Good to know. Aim a little bit lower then. There we go. That's the shot I wanted to make the first time. With, you know, a little extra firepower behind it, but... Alright. Good cleanup. That's why you don't build your base in a way that makes you look vulnerable. You get shot at first. Alright, next. You... Followed by... Well, that happened. Little high. So good and a little high. Excellent. I do this and then this. That looks like massive damage was dealt, and I'd love to see it. I don't know who our forwardmost base is, but... Oof. That's all there is to say. That base is not long for this world. That was some self-inflicted damage. Alright, so... yeah, we'll do it. 1 and... 2. No! Okay. Away we go. Your triangle's the strongest shape. Are you sure about that? Good hit, good hit. Why didn't I realize they were that, Commander? That changes the way I have to do the defense. Okay, 1 and 2. What happened? What? I think I missed losing my door the first time and didn't notice. Okay, definitely is what's going on here. Oh my god, why do they have so many cannons? Who let them have this? Please connect. Woo! Half doors saving my life. I'm so out of cash. Alright, we're doing this now. Alright, okay. Yeah. Cannon merge. Well, good shot. That's way too many cannons hitting all the same spot all the same time. That was well played by the opponents. Okay. That went from... Yeah. So he's got 3 cannons. He had 2 cannons. Or is it 3 cannons? I think he's got 3 cannons. He's got at least 2. You've got a cannon, so... He's getting hit by 6 cannons. All the same spot. You don't survive 6 cannons like that. That's not how that works. Okay. Oh, devastating damage. Single person focus is strong in Team 2. I mean, it's good. This is happening, so like, I don't know what, I genuinely don't know what I expect to have happen there. Still hasn't defended his core, which is amazing to me. So it's just the 2 cannons in here. Beautiful. As we have Jack the Ripper coming in and rejoining the incursion. I see you there at the lurk. Ain't in there alright. Team 2 has 4 players with badges versus 2 and 2 without any. Yeah. Sounds about right. Oh, the return to sender's here. So that's happening. Good work. Good job. A clean slice. Always satisfying. You like the concept of the game, you tried it out. You just couldn't really get into it. You also found you're not fast at building. And such so that it probably limits your enjoyment a little bit. That's a fairly common experience. Team 1's buzzsaw rush is a little behind the ideal timing. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a fairly common experience with this game. This game is an RTS with like kind of poly-bridge like sandbox building mechanics. So a lot of people see the game and like, oh yeah, let me just have fun with this. And what ends up happening is they have to speedrun poly-bridge, and a lot of people aren't speedrunners. So that's how that goes. I knew he's been trying to do that for some time. I was just waiting to see if he was going to pull it off. He did. We now have an enemy fort right here. The enemy ended with the same amount of forts they started, despite losing a player. Oh no. That was well played, well played. Mount Clendathu. How did I find the playlist? We have a playlist command. However, it's just an offline playlist, so I don't have any way of like linking it to Spotify or anything, which is a lot of people ask for, but Spotify doesn't work with this music, so. Time's up. Let's do this. Shuffle teams? Nah. That's what the new lobbies are for. If we want tournament matches, you guys will have to come back this weekend, just in a few days this Saturday, where we've got another tournament coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For some more tournament-based activity. For those nice, tasty, curated matches. Hey there, Lance. Well, I'm glad you enjoy, and I'm glad to hear you're recovering. That sounds like it was rough. Rather unpleasant experience all around. Yes, I did get the technology. Okay, I was like, I did get the tech, right? I didn't forget it this... No, okay. Well, hello there, Jack the Ripper.
Everything is on fire.
Everything is always on fire.
Enjoy your night, Incursus. No internet at new place yet.
Oh. Alright, alright. Good luck out there, man. Get that stuff all put together. Don't let Comcast do terrible things. They like to do terrible things to people. And click. Yeah. We do have... Yeah, we do. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. This is a vanilla map. Okay. Did you spots? I didn't catch... Oh, yeah. Look, they reveal. Okay. Let us go. Right on time. Oh, no. Oh? As we have Jack the Ripper coming in with the support. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm missing some context there. Did I ask something and did I forget what I asked? Oh no. Okay. I think I'm focusing here on the game. Not remembering my conversations. Uh-oh. Okay. Try Warthog Howie Alpha Strike build. I have. It's strong. I like it. I like it. Get that tasty, tasty cannon follow-up. That's going to fit there, is it? I'm okay with this. You really like your Warthog Howies? Understandable, completely understandable. Alright, so they are moonshots, so expect lasers to be less effective than possible, because they can just moonshot their, they can just, door their cannons. Laser door their cannons. Which means, how many of us are going for cannons? And can we take it? Okay, so sweet. Alright. bit of burn to both. Am I taking these first hits? Nope. I should probably get myself set up to take those hits, though, because y'all know they're coming. They're gonna come on hard. Wow. Oh, not Comcast. Okay, so that's the name of the company. I haven't heard of them. So, I know nothing of that. I see. I should aim here. And then I should aim here. Okay. A little bit down on both angles. Okay, let's do this. There's the shot I need to make. And then this. Okay, so that one's a little bit further down as well. If this drops, probably won't be catastrophic. Oh. Okay. Should have seen that one coming. Good news is... Oh, it's so close. That won't even cause them much in the way of deformation. Okay. Not even close. He might just keep aiming at that same spot, which would be annoying. Ooh, almost door snipe. Could have been bad, could have been bad. Okay. Who's firing at what? Beautiful hit. Can I follow up? Not quite. Team can. And there we go. Player eliminated. Is this done yet? Nope. Oh, we actually went under his shield and took something out, it looks like. Can I fit this guy somewhere? Kinda want him. I kinda want him a lot. Not a great position, not a bad position. Alright, so let me see if I could take advantage of this going up here. What happened here? Oh. Expected. I will assist on target. Oh, didn't need to. Okay. Slightly lower here. There's the shot. A beautiful hit. Huh, okay. A little bit lower for that one. And firing. Got it. That's the hit I needed. Now, this needs to aim slightly lower. Slightly lower still. Just look at the core. It's exposed. Like, I've got the angle. It's just a very tough angle to hit. Okay with this. I'll hang on to this for a moment. It said it has its uses. I didn't answer your question more thoroughly because it wasn't a question that I know how to answer more thoroughly. I didn't ask anything specific. Just asked for my opinion on a defensive tactic. Like, there's nothing else to say about it. I don't know what you expect from me. If you have a question about it, ask away. It's like, the upgrade center exists. What do you think about it existing? It's like, it lets you upgrade things. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. Okay, I'm just going to switch targets here. Let's give this. You know, you could angle your cannons so that you don't have to do that, because that's going to be catastrophic for you. And that just looks catastrophic. Alright, nice. Oh ho ho. The one spot I didn't want to hit. Okay. Let's get this going here. And good. Have I ever tried Korean barbecue? Probably. Honestly don't remember. I don't think I've been to a Korean barbecue place around here recently. But I tend to try a lot of things, and I think Korean barbecue was on that list, whatever that's worth. So much cannon. Oh, he had a cannon behind that portal. That makes sense. Let's aim a little high. And that's it. Kaboom! You also live Indian. There's 2 Indian places near me. They're Indian, I guess, buffet for the lack of a better word. So I like it a lot. It's really good. It's like the perfect level of spicy. It makes me happy. And by that I mean, it can be very spicy. Rip Mech 70. You'll be missed. Indian is the best veggie food? Does it? I don't think I've ever tried to compare Indian-based cuisines, veggie food, to, well, other cuisines. Just not on a list of things I've tried, or at least tried to compare with, thought about at all. I was like, wait a minute, the New World Twitch category's got like 25,000 people watching it? What's going on? Asthma Gold streaming. Alrighty, have a good one there, Ben. Good luck out there. No replay. It's kind of painful to do that in live unless you're doing something real good. I suppose there was a couple good ones in there though. Time's up. Let's do this. Is swinging heat ray really a meme now? It was a bug that only ever existed. It was only ever a meme because every time they tried to fix it, they developers managed to put it back in. So it was something that teased the developers basically. It was never actually in the game for longer than like hours, like a day or two. How'd the Dune multiplayer go? I think not well. It went well enough, but it went well enough by indie game standards. It's an early access game, and I lost interest in it. Too many mechanics that affect too many mechanics that affect the game dramatically without player interaction. Too many control issues. Trying to micromanage the units, especially as a faction which requires micromanagement, can be like pulling teeth. I've played too much StarCraft, I think. Set my standards too high. It's a problem, you know. You get spoiled by good games. How do I want to handle this? This is death. I don't have the money. This is what death looks like, by the way. Yep. I got greedy, and that's 2 down for the team. Almost. Okay. I should have seen that coming. He's been planning that for a while. Okay. Ah, man. I should have seen that coming. That's why you scout your opponents. So we're out of this one. That's a buzzsaw rush. It is. It is. I was contemplating. I was like, you know, am I going to get punished for this? The answer, yes. Yes, I am. Very, very much so. He caught me at the wrong moment too, just as I spent my money. Every single time. Then again, it's going to be every single time if I, well, if I'm always spending my money as I should do as a strategy gamer, RTS gamer. If you're floating money, you're doing it wrong. Always spend your money. All of it. So, now it is a 3v4. The only saving grace, this player spent... This was like a full dedicated buzzsaw rush. This is someone who's not going to have weapons or things beyond a buzzsaw for a long time. And that's going to make it like a 3 versus 3.5, basically. For whatever that's worth. Of course, my core did fall on my teammate, which caused some damage, to say the least. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. And, cannons... It's about cannon o'clock, so we'll see what happens. We shall see. Cannons late by the... You usually have cannons by 5:30. Really? Not like the whole 60 seconds earlier that you could have them if you didn't? Yeah, 45 seconds earlier is more reliable. You like eco? That's fair. I mean, 5:30. You nailed his timing. The cannons. They come from everywhere. If only, if only. Kaboom. Damage the base. Damage the core. That's a lot of portals. Curious if it's worth it for him this early. Have a good one, sages. Good luck out there. Depending on the time and whether houses around houses around your area can fly. Scary to think about. Definitely scary to think about. Conduits. Like, Team 2 has more stuff, therefore I would consider them in the lead, but really it feels much more like an even match than anything else. Oh, swing and a miss, that could have done catastrophic damage. He was vulnerable. Was. And nail the follow-up. No energy. Oh, there's the shield. You can't do it. Good clean hit. It's vulnerable. EMP shells are delaying Team 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they are. It's difficult to handle. Our topmost teammate fired his weapon but didn't have the energy to fund it. It's unfortunate. Swing and a miss. That cannon's still too high. That's gonna be such a hefty repair bill. Oh, this might... Ooh. That's too many cannon hits for him to continue taking. Team 1 has to deal serious damage or it's going to be the end, especially with the focus fire coming. That plasma... Yeah, the plasma doesn't have the angle I was about to say. Oh, Team 1 doesn't have the power now. Alright. Team 1 rear base is in trouble. That's the merge. There it is. It doesn't collapse, but that's still a cannon down and a massive repair bill. Can fire his weapons. Is he going to do that? Probably should. But losing a cannon, that's a lot of power that Team 1 just lost. He should be able to finish off his lower base if he nails the shot. Doesn't quite nail the hit. But does get some more damage in. Workable. Almost a clean pass through. That's not a good place for Team 1 to be right now. I think Team 2's forward... Yeah, okay. We're going to say Team 2's forward base is acting as if he's not going to be able to defend. It is just trying to do as much damage as he can before he goes down. That's exactly what happened. Another cannon merge. Devastating damage. Losing the cannons and the technology. Team 1's cannon base has been gutted. Not the place he wants to be. Not where the EMP wanted to land, but it could do... Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Time to burn. No fire. We've got limited time before those energy shields come back online, of course. And a door snipe. Team 1 is losing all of its weapons. Cannon shell after cannon shell. And it's what able to suppress. Not the world they want to live in. Good clean hit. Commander ability needs to activate. There it is. And again into the return to sender. Such a beautiful return to sender too. Another heavy hit with the laser. Team 1's top base is not kitted to deal with cannon rounds. If Team 1 isn't able to recover that quickly, it's going to be over. This is going to come down to Team 1's lower base managing to snipe or in some manner shut down the weapons of Team 2. Team 1 player using the fire beam to defend himself, that's delaying the inevitable. He's going to need a more permanent solution. Clean through a heavy hit into Team 2's portal base. Adding more portals to deal with that so that doesn't happen again. Lasers slicing off Team 1's top base's last major weapon. Team 1 top base is now just relegated to full defense for the time being. The return to sender still strong. The double cannons, no serious damage. 4 cannons hitting tops, Team 1's top base. Potentially catastrophic damage. Again, the return to sender. It isn't enough. Team 1's lower base needs to adjust his firing arcs. He needs to aim higher. He needs to rotate his base. Needs to redo his weapons. Just changing some of these to background bracing might do it. There you go. That could get that bottom cannon firing high and might get it firing high enough. I'm not sure. He's going with the ropes to rotate. That might do it if he fires at maximum angle. It does. Good solid hits. Great damage in. He needs to continue those shots. Looks like Team 1's top base is looking to re-expand. It's going to be a rough time. War made his troops. Oh no. Brave. It's only a matter of time before Team 1 manages to recover at this rate, but Team 2 has the potential because they're largely uncontested right now. Another solid hit. Heavy damage onto those doors. Man. Uh-oh. Team 2 is looking to re-aim their cannons back at Team 1's forwardmost base. Team 1's forward base is the target now. He's going to have to defend himself. He's going to have to defend himself real hard. Taking the ire of Team 2. Okay. That's... Is that it? Massive damage. He's going to need to sell off that cannon. And then try to rebuild. He's on the full defensive for now. You've got a cannon ready to go. Use it. Exposed big weapons. There it is. Cannon removed. Ooh, he's brave there. He's missing his economy. Like, that was, yeah. That was not the right decision. Needed to, uh-oh. Oh. And the return to sender. And there it is. Well, at least he didn't lose his tech. I really need to stop talking. Okay. At least he didn't lose his tech this time. Wow. Those were never properly defended. Alright, so these are still exposed. That's... He's got 3 more exposed 20 mils. Good God. And no one on Team 1 has the ability to deal with it. That's, yikes. Descenders are nasty. Only if people shoot at them. Which is apparently the theme of the day. I question why, but it is apparently the theme of the day. So, I could only question so hard. Here comes... There's so many cannons. I no longer see a path to victory for Team 1. At least one that isn't already covered by Team 2. There's always the chance that Team 2 does something incredibly self-destructive. But at that point, that's entirely on Team 2, and not much Team 1 can do about it. Got a buzzsaw to destroy these? Yep. Yeah, it can. Buzzsaw would be the ideal. That's, not going to happen this time. Because no one has the tech for it. Team 2's got the tech for buzzsaws, it would seem. So that's a thing. Oh no. They're even adding in miniguns. Oh no. EMP-20 is OP. It is actually a fairly reasonably strong strat, yeah. I'm happy with them existing. Even if they're infuriating to play against. Here it comes. Good lord. The kinetic firepower. It doesn't stop. Miniguns are real good versus sandbags. Miniguns are real good versus sandbags. Well, hello there, Gore Nasher. Welcome back. You've regained access to all the beautiful emotes here in the channel, as well as the special access role on Discord. Welcome back to the party. As we watch... I was gonna say... Good lord. Is that 6 20s now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 6 20s. Alright, well, he's gone. Please punish the 20s. Just fire. Any of them. He's got 6 exposed heavy secondary explosion based weapons. Make them go away. Why are you like this? How did you miss? Well, okay. I mean, he almost hit. Okay. You tried. I want to watch that in the replay. Because, that's a lot of cannon. Hit the only one at the door. Well, he hit the cannon, which had a door. None of the 20s did. Like, look, six exposed weapons. He hits any of them, they explode. Big old chain reaction. He's going up to 8, and no one fired at it. Like, he almost got it. Almost. Alright, this absolutely mesmerizing amount of damage here. Yeah, that's madness. That's some pretty heavy madness right there. I'm okay with that. That's real satisfying. This makes me happy. Come back. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of fun, and by that I mean we're going to go visit Florencio here because Florencio looks like he's doing some. I don't know what he's doing actually. Which, to be fair, I never do. Because it's Florencio. And what do you guys think? Wild StarCraft madness. That's the guy. So I'm going to check on and see what he's doing. You've made another incursion. Yes. How do you join? It's next to the super chat button. But for now, we are going to go visit Florencio here for those looking to join in and come play. If you're on YouTube, you can follow the link that Nightbot will post. After the raid command. If you're on Twitch, you're already there. So you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to run. And we're going to see what Florencio has in stock for us today, because I'm curious. And also, I want ramen. But for now, let's start this party off. He's only got 45 people watching right now. Well, we can fix that problem. Alright, chat. Let's spread some love and remember, the incursion knows. Oh, he's stepped it away for a moment. It looks like he's doing a one-on-one with observer mode. So that's gonna be a thing. I can only imagine what's going on with that. I'm gonna see if I can hold off until he comes back. There he is.
Florencio's casting on his channel too. How you doing, Bang?
Oh, jeez, what have I walked into?
Post this in here too. Florencio.
Project Incursus? Incursus?
Hey,
Thank you so much.
welcome to have
Join
it.
everybody. We're in the finals. Sandstorm Gaming Tournament.
Oh, he's actually in the tournament right now. Okay.
Project Incursus. Interesting. Babe. Alright, here we are. And you know what? You're off the hook, Flo, for a second because wanting in the upper right hand or upper
Alright, so we got some live casting of a tournament. So y'all know what I'm going to be paying attention to for now. But for now, have a good one, everyone. And I'll see you guys later.